Ever wondered why you're not a millionaire yet? You see people driving Lamborghinis, living in massive houses, and you think, what are they doing that I'm not? You work hard, you pay your bills, but that seven-figure bank account seems like it's in another universe. What if I told you it's not about luck or some secret family inheritance? What if it's just a few simple, tiny habits that are secretly sabotaging your path to wealth? And what if you could change them, starting today? Today we're going to break it down. We're not just talking theory, we're talking about the real practical things that separate the average person from the millionaires. I've seen it firsthand, and I've talked to countless people who have made it, and the patterns are, honestly, pretty shocking. It's not about working 100 hours a week or getting lucky on a meme stock. It's about understanding the game of money and making it work for you instead of against you. This isn't just another boring finance video. This could be the most important video you watch all year. So get ready, because we're about to expose the 5 biggest dream killers that are holding you back from financial freedom. We're going to go through each one, show you exactly how it's costing you, and give you the blueprint to fix it. This is your chance to stop wondering and start building. Let's count down the 5 surprising reasons holding you back. And trust me, number 1 is the one that gets almost everyone. You won't want to miss it. Let's go. Alright, coming in at number 5 is a mistake so common, it's practically a tradition. It's the idea that you'll start investing later. You tell yourself you'll do it when you get a raise, when you pay off your car, when you're older and have more extra money. But here's the brutal truth. Later is the most expensive word in finance. Every single day you wait, you are literally throwing away thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars in future wealth. It's insane. This isn't just my opinion, it's the law of the universe, or at least the law of compound interest. Think of it like this. Your money is a little worker. When you invest, that worker goes out and earns more money. But then, the money it earns also becomes a worker. And then the money they earn becomes a worker. It's an army of money-making workers that grows exponentially. Starting early is like unleashing that army a decade before your competition. The person who starts at 25 with a small amount will almost always end up richer than the person who starts at 35 with a much larger amount. Imagine 2 people. Person A invests $100 a month starting at age 20. Person B waits until they're 30 and decides to invest $200 a month to catch up. By the time they both hit 60, who do you think has more money? It's not even close. Person A, the early bird, is sitting on a much bigger pile of cash. Why? Because their money had an extra 10 years to work, to compound, to build on itself. It's a snowball rolling down a very, very long hill. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is that we need a lot of money to start. You don't need to be a Wall Street genius or have $1,000 to spare. You can start with $5, $10. The amount you start with is less important than the time you start. Time is the secret ingredient, the ultimate cheat code for building wealth. Delaying is like knowing the cheat code but refusing to enter it. You're choosing to play the game on the hardest difficulty for no reason. So the challenge for you right now is to stop thinking of investing as a someday activity. It's a today activity. Open a simple investment account. Put in a small amount, something you won't even miss. The goal isn't to get rich overnight. The goal is to get your money in the game and let the magic of time and compounding do the heavy lifting for you. Don't let later rob you of your millionaire future. Start now. Seriously, pause this video and do it. Okay, let's talk about number 4. And this one is a mindset killer. It's the fear of taking risks. We're taught from a young age to play it safe. Don't run with scissors. Look both ways before you cross the street. Get a safe, secure job. And that's good advice for not getting hurt, but it's terrible advice for getting rich. Millionaires are not made in the shallow end of the pool. They're made out in the deep water, where the big opportunities are. Now, I'm not telling you to go and bet your life savings on a random crypto coin you saw on Twitter. That's not a calculated risk, that's just gambling. There's a huge difference. A calculated risk is when you've done your homework, you understand the potential upside and the potential downside, and you make an educated bet. It's starting a business after researching the market. It's investing in a promising new technology after studying its potential. It's moving to a new city for a massive career opportunity. The problem is, most people are terrified of the downside. They only see what they could lose, not what they could gain. They'd rather get a guaranteed 1% return in a savings account than risk a potential 10% loss for a shot at a 50% gain in the stock market. This safety-first mindset feels comfortable, but it's a trap. It guarantees you'll never experience explosive growth. You're essentially choosing to walk up the stairs one step at a time when there's an elevator to the penthouse right next to you. It just looks a little scary to get on. Every single successful person I know has a story about a risk they took that paid off big. They invested in themselves, they started a company when everyone said it would fail, they took a chance that others were too scared to take. Fear keeps you in your comfort zone, and your comfort zone is a place where wealth does not grow. It's a cage with velvet bars. It feels nice and cozy, but it's still a cage, and it's keeping you from the life you want. So, you have to ask yourself, what is my relationship with risk? Do I run from it or do I analyze it? The goal isn't to eliminate fear because that's impossible. The goal is to feel the fear and do it anyway. Start small, make one small investment that feels a little bit scary. Pitch an idea at work that you're afraid will get shot down. The more you practice taking calculated risks, the less scary it becomes, and the more you open yourself up to the life-changing opportunities that the safe players will never ever see. Coming in at number 3 is a huge one, and honestly, it's not entirely your fault. It's the shocking lack of financial education. Think about it for a second. We spend years in school learning about historical dates and the periodic table. But when do we ever have a class on how to build credit, how a mortgage works, or what the S&P 500 even is? We're handed a diploma and sent out into a world that revolves around money, with absolutely no instruction manual. It's like being thrown into the Super Bowl without ever being taught the rules of football. This lack of knowledge is incredibly expensive. It leads you to make terrible decisions without even realizing it. You sign up for credit cards with insane interest rates. You buy a car with a loan that will keep you in debt for a decade. You keep all your savings in a checking account where it's actually losing value every single day because of inflation. You're playing a game where you don't know the rules, and the other team, the banks, the credit card companies, they know every single rule and every single trick. Wealthy people, on the other hand, are obsessed with financial literacy. They don't have to be geniuses, but they understand the fundamentals. They know the difference between an asset and a liability. They know how to read a basic financial statement. They understand the power of leverage and the cost of debt. This knowledge is their superpower. It allows them to see opportunities where others only see confusion. It's the difference between navigating your financial life with a GPS versus wandering around in the dark. The good news is, you can fix this faster than anything else on this list. You don't need a 4-year degree in finance. We live in the age of information. You can learn more from a few dozen hours on YouTube, listening to podcasts, or reading a few key books than most people learn in a lifetime. You can learn about budgeting, investing, real estate, anything you want for free. The only thing stopping you is the decision to actually seek out the information. So your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to become a student of wealth. Pick one topic, just one. Maybe it's index fund investing for beginners. Maybe it's how to improve my credit score. Dedicate 30 minutes a day to learning about it. Watch videos, read articles. In 1 week, you will know more than 90% of the population on that topic. Knowledge is not just power. In the world of finance, knowledge is money. Stop flying blind and start learning the rules of the game. We're getting close to number 1, but this next one, number 2, is the silent killer of wealth. It's the reason why you can get a huge raise at work and still feel just as broke a year later. It's your spending habits. You can be the best investor in the world. You can be a risk-taking genius. But if you have a hole in your pocket, you'll never have anything to invest. You're trying to fill a bucket with a fire hose, but the bucket is full of holes. This is what we call lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, and what's the first thing you do? You get a more expensive apartment, you buy a fancier car, you start eating out more, your subscriptions multiply like rabbits. Your income goes up, but your expenses go up right along with it, sometimes even faster. You're running on a financial treadmill, working harder and harder just to stay in the exact same place. It's a trap, and millions of people are stuck in it. The key to escaping this trap is a word that most people hate, but that every single millionaire understands. Budgeting. I know it sounds boring, it sounds restrictive, but you have to reframe it. A budget is not a restriction, it's a plan for your freedom. It's you telling your money where to go, instead of wondering where it went. It's the most powerful tool you have for building wealth. It's you, the CEO of your own life, making a strategic plan for your company's resources. Think about it this way. Every dollar you spend is a choice. You can either trade that dollar for a coffee that will be gone in 10 minutes, or you can trade it for a tiny piece of an asset that could grow and pay you for the rest of your life. When you see it like that, your daily spending decisions become much more important. That $5 coffee isn't just $5, it's $50 in future wealth you just drank. That $100 night out isn't just $100, it's a $1,000 piece of your future freedom you just gave away. You have to get intentional. Track your spending for 1 month, just one. I guarantee you will be shocked, maybe even horrified, to see where your money is actually going. It's the small, mindless purchases that add up and destroy your financial future. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. You can start making conscious choices. You can plug the leaks in your bucket. It's not about depriving yourself of everything you enjoy. It's about making sure your money is aligned with your biggest goals, and becoming a millionaire should be one of them. And here it is, the #1 reason you are not a millionaire yet. It's the one that underpins everything else we've talked about. It is the absolute foundation of building wealth, and almost nobody does it right. The #1 reason is you have not set clear, specific, and compelling financial goals. You are a ship without a rudder, drifting aimlessly in the ocean. You might be moving, but you have no destination. Think about it. If I asked you right now, what is your exact financial target for 5 years from now? Could you answer me? Not just I want to be rich or I want to have more money. That's not a goal, that's a daydream. A real goal is I will have $150,000 invested in a low-cost index fund by December 31st, 2028. See the difference? One is a fuzzy wish, the other is a precise target that you can build a plan around. Without a clear target, all the other habits are pointless. Why would you bother investing early? Why would you take calculated risks or learn about finance? Why would you stick to a budget? There's no why. There's no powerful driving reason to push through the discomfort and make the hard choices. A vague desire for more isn't enough to make you skip the expensive dinner or spend your Saturday learning about Roth IRAs. It's just not. Your goals need to be so clear and so exciting that they pull you forward. You need to know exactly what you're working towards. Is it financial independence by 40? Is it buying your dream house with cash? Is it building a business that generates $10,000 a month in passive income? Get specific, write it down. Look at it every single day. This is your North Star. It's what will guide every single financial decision you make. Once you have that crystal clear goal, everything else falls into place. You can work backward from it. To hit your $150,000 target in 5 years, how much do you need to save and invest each month? Now you have a budget target. What kind of returns do you need? Now you know what kind of investments to research. Your goal dictates your plan. Without the goal, there is no plan. And without a plan, you're just gambling with your future. This is the secret. Set a goal so big and so clear that you have no choice but to become the person who can achieve it. So there you have it, the 5 habits that are secretly keeping you from millions. We talked about the massive cost of delaying your investments, the cage of playing it too safe, the price of financial ignorance, the slow leak of poor spending, and the critical importance of setting clear, powerful goals. It's a lot to take in, but the truth is, your financial future is not decided by your boss, the economy, or your parents. It's decided by you, and the daily habits you choose to build starting today. Don't let this just be another video you watch and forget. Pick one of these 5 areas, just one, and decide to take massive action on it this week. If you've never invested, open an account and put in $20. If you're scared of risk, make one small calculated bet. If you don't have a goal, take 30 minutes tonight to write down exactly where you want to be in 5 years. The journey to $1 million doesn't start with a giant leap. It starts with a single intentional step. You have the map now. All you have to do is start walking. The power to completely change your life is in your hands right now. It's a choice between continuing the habits that lead to an average life, or adopting the habits that build an extraordinary one. The difference between who you are and who you want to be is what you do. So what will you do? Which of these reasons surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments and don't forget to subscribe for more.